Yo, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man and homie G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and Queens, New York native, who is also a New York Mets fan from the neck of the woods of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you're now rocking, listening, streaming, and watching the 374th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Live and direct from StreamYard and YouTube. Um, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for for more um for more episodes being uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and without further ado, I'd like to apologize for the pausing of my Google Chrome. My Google Chrome actually froze, so I had to restart my laptop. So I do apologize for the delay. I just wanted to get this out the way in time for Christmas. So you know what I mean. And speaking of that, Merry Christmas, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, and I hope y'all are, you know, enjoying yourselves. I hope y'all did just Christmas shopping already. And yeah, we're gonna kick things off with this. The New York Mass Transit Files. Let's see if I can get through this episode without any delays of my Google Chrome. Okay, first and foremost, here's what's happening in transit news when it comes to New York City transit news of the MTA. Governor Kathy Hochul signed a suite of bills on Thursday aimed at making e-bike lithium-ion batteries safer and amid on an ongoing spat of fires connected with the popular micro mobility devices. The governor signed 8 pieces of legislation, which, in addition to batteries, aim to tackle unregistered mopeds and induce safe riding and charging practices. No one should fear that the e-bike charging down the hall could go off like a bomb any moment. And no firefighter should ever risk their lives because some cheap manufacturer cutting the corners had to make an extra buck, Hochul said before signing the bills at her Midtown office on Thursday. These new laws will hold reckless battery makers accountable, build awareness on how to handle e-bikes, and also protect our first responders. The marquee bill of the package prohibits the sale of battery-powered bikes or scooters unless the battery is certified by a nationally accredited laboratory, similar to legislation in New York City that passed last year. Lithium-ion batteries are highly volatile, especially if they are reconstituted from parts of other batteries and sold secondhand, and are liable to explode, especially if charged improperly. Last year, 18 people were killed and 150 were injured in New York City from 268 separate fires originating from battery explosions just 3 years earlier. In 2020, no deaths were recorded from battery fires and 23 were injured. in 44 fires. Yikes. All right, so the batteries have been involved in some of the most notorious fires across the city over the last few years, including one that killed 4 people at a Chinatown bike shop, another that left 40 people injured at a Midtown high rise, and still another that killed budding investigative journalist Fazil Khan in Harlem. These batteries don't catch on fire like kindlings. They explode like a grenade. They spew toxic gas and chemicals everywhere, said Hoko. For our first responders, it's like arriving at the scene of an arson where someone poured a gallon of gasoline on a home right before lighting a match. The governor acknowledged that the batteries and charging them are a critical component powering the delivery economy, which has grown significantly in the past decade, and particularly since the slamdemic. The city has also launched a program to allow delivery workers, sometimes known as deliveristas, to trade in their cheap secondhand batteries and swap them for a new certified one. Hochul also signed a bill requiring e-bikes and scooters in New York be fixed with a bright red tag warning users to unplug the bikes when they are done charging, aimed at preventing overloading the volatile batteries with electricity, while another requires retailers selling e-bikes or scooters to furnish purchasers excuse me, with an operating manual. Another bill requires police across the state to file accident reports in any crash involving an e-bike or scooter that results in death or injury. Excuse me. Still another bill would require state retailers to register any mopeds sold in New York to be registered at the point of sale. Unlike e-bikes, mopeds in New York must be registered, but frequently are not. The NYPD confiscated some 18,000 unregistered two-wheelers and ATVs last year alone. Um, I don't know how to feel about self-driving vehicles, but this one right here is really really crazy right there. Self-driving shuttle vehicles are being tested this past it was tested this past summer, excuse me, in a massive parking lot at JFK Air can excuse me, John F. Kennedy Airport. Um, and for the first time will allow passengers to experience the newfangled technology firsthand. The Port Authority will begin allowing passengers to ride in two auto auto autonomous vehicles around JFK's parking lot 9 next week, following a 1.5 miles long circle around the car park and making 15 stops, including at the Howard Beach and Lefferts Boulevard air train stops. The free shuttles supplied by New Zealand-based company Omeo can transport 8 passengers at a time, and all will carry a safety driver behind the wheel in case things go awry. The pilot demonstration will carry on for 3 months. This is the fourth time the Port Authority has tested autonomous autonomous vehicles, but the first in which they will carry passengers. Safely incorporating self-driving technology at our facilities is part of the Port Authority's future, said Port Authority Executive Director Rick Cotton. And these tests help to prepare us for that eventuality by building a knowledge based on the possibilities and limits of these vehicles. Testing at JFK Airport comes as the city is allowing companies to test their self-driving car tech on New York City streets. I don't know, man. That shit don't sound safe to me. And speaking of which, New York City's commissioner of the Department of Transportation has questioned whether a new bill aimed at regulating e-bikes and e-scooters in New York City would have unintended impacts on the city's migrant community. The bill introduced by Councilmember Robert Holden seeks to require all e-bikes to be registered with the Department of Transportation and display visible license plates. Holden, who first proposed the bill, cited the growing number of accidents. Yes, growing of accidents um, involving e-vehicles as the driving force behind the legislation. He named the bill Priscilla's Law in honor of Priscilla Loke, a 69-year-old woman struck and killed by an e-bike in Chinatown in 2023. End quote. We need some controls. Holden told Fox 5 the fact that they are not licensed is a problem because nobody can identify them. If you are hit by one of these vehicles and thousands of and thousands have been hit by these e-vehicles. If you go through a red light and you cause an accident and then you take off, we can track you. It sounds like a warning to me. It is a warning. Okay. All right. Um okay, so all right, so supporters highlight safety concerns according to Fox 5. Advocates for the bill argued that registering e-bikes and e-scooters would improve safety and ensure accountability. Janet Schroeder, co-founder of the New York City E-Vehicle Safety Alliance, emphasized the need for accountability. End quote. There is never any accountability. Riders flee 90% of the time, but e-bike riders are getting killed too, she said. Critics question equity and cost. Despite its intentions, the proposed legislation has faced criticism for its potential impact on low income and migrant communities, many of whom rely on e bikes for work. DLT Commissioner Edonis Rodriguez, who attended the hearing, expressed concerns about the bill's unintended consequences. In quote, We support the intent of this bill, but we do not support this bill as the council member is introducing it today, Rodriguez said. We are more than happy to work with the council member to work with the chair and the speaker and all of you in a comprehensive task force. Opponents argue that licensing licensing e-bikes would impose significant cost on riders. Excuse me. The bill currently has the support of 29 city council members, more than half the votes needed for passage. However, it is unclear when it will be brought to the floor for a vote. Remains to be seen, to be determined. All right. Up next, we're gonna be talking about Amazon going on strike. They picked the fucking bad time to go on strike. So, and this is gonna be the start of chatting all the jazz right here. All right. Yeah. So let's get to it. According to USA Today, here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. Um, with less than a week Christmas, Amazon and Starbucks um employees are striking across the country as the companies and their workers remain at remain at odds. The International Brotherhood of Teamsters launched what it billed as the largest strike against Amazon in US history on Thursday morning. The union said the company refused to bargain with employees in time to meet its deadline of December 15th. On Friday, Starbucks Workers United kicked off a strike expected to run through Christmas Eve. The Starbucks strike also revolves around an unfinished contract. As the union says, Starbucks promised employees there would be an agreement by the end of the year. This is crazy. This is worse than the WGA strike from last year. Yeah. Now you might be asking, um, why are Amazon employees striking? The Teamsters Union is looking for Amazon to recognize a union contract that includes higher wages, better benefits, and safer work conditions. Teamsters informed Amazon, according to a Teamsters news release, that employees would strike if contract demands were not met by December 15th. Um, Amazon has repeatedly refused to recognize the Teamsters and said in statement to USA Today that the strike is not a, ne- a legitimate representation of its workers. For more than a year now, the Teamsters have continued to intentionally mislead the public, claiming that they represent thousands of Amazon employees and drivers. Kelly Nintel, an Amazon spokesperson, said they don't, and this is another attempt to push a false narrative. So, where are Amazon strikes happening? Strikes are being held at Amazon warehouses in New York City, Atlanta, Southern California, San Francisco, and Skokie, Illinois, according to an International Brotherhood of Teamsters news release. Amazon workers without collective bargaining agreements also have the right to honor the picket line and withheld their labor, a Teamsters news release states. How will Amazon strikes affect holiday deliveries? Planning the strikes around the holiday season was part of the Teamsters plan. If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. Teamsters General President Sean O'Brien said in a news release, they've pushed workers to the limit and now they are paying the price. The strike is on them. According to Nintel, Amazon is not seeing an impact in its customers' orders because of the strikes. Why are Starbucks employees striking? Starbucks employees began their strike due to a lack of progress in contract negotiations with the company. Specifically, Starbucks Workers United is seeking a base rate of $20 per hour for all baristas, a base rate for $25.40 per hour for supervisors, 5% annual raises, and cost of living adjustments, according to the Starbucks Workers United website. The union is also looking for automatic 401k retirement plan enrollment, 100% employer paid healthcare accessible to paid and full-time part and full-time employees, and 13 days of paid sick leave for all employees, among other demands. Starbucks spokesperson Phil G told USA Today on Friday that Starbucks Workers United prematurely ended the two entities bargaining session earlier this week. It is disappointing they didn't return to the table given the progress we've made to date, G said. Since April, we've held more than 9 bargaining sessions over 20 days. We've reached over 30 meaningful agreements on hundreds of topics Workers United delegates told us were important to them, including many economic issues. According to G, Starbucks offers an average pay of more than $18 per hour with benefits with like healthcare, free college tuition, paid family leave, and company stock grants. Workers United proposals call for an immediate increase in the minimum wage of hourly partners by 64% and by 77% over the life of a 3-year contract, G said. This is not sustainable. Starbucks Workers United did not immediately respond for comments about the strike and negotiations and contacted by USA Today on Friday. Where are Starbucks strikes happening? So, Starbucks Workers United began hosting strikes at Starbucks locations in Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle on Friday, according to a post on X, formerly Twitter, by the labor union. Each day through December 24th, the labor union anticipates hosting strikes in more cities. Oh boy. How will the Starbucks strike affect business? G told USA Today on Friday that there hasn't been a widespread impact on Starbucks stores. We are aware of disruption at a small handful of stores, but the overwhelming majority of our US stores remain open and serving customers as normal, G said. Shit. Man, my chance of trying to order things online, I don't know, man. This is gonna be rough, man. This is gonna be rough, man, because of the stupid ass strikes. How about we lighten things up, man, with with this holiday, National BBQ Day. Um, yeah, in case you didn't know, it stands for barbecue. All right. So National BBQ Day is celebrated every May 16th to serve as a reminder of the delicious food that Americans have access to. Go to a restaurant or have a grill in your backyard. Just make sure you celebrate the day with great fervor, excuse me. Oh shit. Now the history of National BBQ Day. Barbecues are one of America's favorite um past pastimes. Since the activity is highly common in the US, it is no surprise that a special day has been dedicated to celebrating the barbecuing tradition. Although the concept of barbecuing did not originate in America, the activity has become an essential part of American culture today. The history of barbecuing in the US goes back to colonial times where any celebration was incomplete without a cookout. Um, okay. After the Revolutionary War was won and the first bridge was built over the Missouri River, barbecue celebrations erupted all over the nation. Even the American presidents are famous for hosting massive barbecues during times of success and on days of special observances. In fact, George Washington's diary said is said to have referenced a barbecue event that lasted for 3 days. Oh shit. That's how deeply rooted barbecuing is in the country's history. Oh wow. Barbecues are a White House tradition thanks to President Lyndon B. Johnson, who started this trend by hosting the first ever barbecue in the presidential headquarters. The food items served at the event included delicious Texas style barbecue wings. Now, the timeline goes like this for National BBQ Day. 29,000 BC, barbecue mammoth meat is grilled in a 4 feet long cooking pit. 1526, the origins. A Spanish explorer mentions the word barbacoa in his account of the West Indies. 1697, making it official, British um, Buchanan, Buchanan, Buccaneer, William Dampier uses the word barbecue for the first time. 1921, the next level, Thomas Edison designs the first commercial charcoal briquette factory. All right. Um, how to celebrate National BBQ Day? Host a barbecue. Number one, a simple way to celebrate the day to host a barbecue for friends and family in your very own backyard. Cook, eat, and enjoy. Two, throw a barbecue eating competition. Indulge in a barbecue eating competition at a restaurant. It can get messy, but the event will surely be a fun one. Number three, create a new recipe. Experiment and try to cook up a new barbecue sauce recipe for steak or burgers. Who knows? You might end up opening your own food chain one day. Hmm. Well, okay. Now, five fun facts. Five fun facts you didn't know about barbecues. Okay. Number one, the longest barbecue held in Georgia. The longest barbecue lasted up to 80 hours. 80 hours. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. How many days is that? Oh shit. Number two, researching the best barbecue restaurants. Johnny Fugit ate at 365 restaurants in the US in a year. That's crazy. Number three, the favorite grilling food. 85% of people prefer grilling burgers at barbecues. Number four, the largest barbecue in Mexico. 45,000 people were present at the largest barbecue in Mexico. Number five, Alabama's favorite barbecue is available at 8.27% of restaurants in the state of Alabama. Why we love National Barbecue? Why we love National BBQ Day? You ask. It celebrates delicious BBQ food. You have to admit it. Barbecue food is delicious. Who doesn't love an excuse to get their hands on tangy grilled meat? Grilled food is healthy. Since grilled food uses less oil, it is considered to be much healthier. This is why barbecue food is perfect for people who are watching their weight. Try to avoid the sauces, though some of them are very high in calories. Oh boy. And barbecues are social events. Why eat alone when you can hang out with close friends at a barbecue? The social activity is a favorite of many families since children and adults can both enjoy the event. All right, so next year, 2025, Friday, May 16th, 2026, Saturday, May 16th, 2027, Sunday, May 16th, 2028, Tuesday, May 16th, and 2029, Wednesday, May 16th. All right. On to some on to some on to some music news actually. All right. On to some music news. All right. So, let's get into some release dates that came out in December. Um so before the famed Sean EV, maybe no Smino. Wait, maybe in Nirvana, Smino, better in person, Huey Briss. I just got a lot on my shoulders. Young boy, never broke again. War ready. Rich Amiri, missionary. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. Let us pray. Chapter chapter 9. Yeah. Yeah, chapter 9. The Skeleton Key. Rock Marciano and the Alchemist. The Skeleton Key. Um, D. Low Curry. Bossman D. Low. Lana SOS Deluxe Scissor. Lucky Her, Mozzie, and Kalan dot FRFR. Hidden in plain sight. Bol- Boldy James. Oh shit. Baldy James. Who's who the hell is Carlo? What kind of name? What kind of name is that, man? What in the actual hell kind of name is that shit, man? Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, YNS Deluxe Quez Ruthless. Damn, where are people getting all these crazy nicknames from, man? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh Lord, that's funny. That is so funny, man. Um, that's so funny. Um, yeah. All right. 25 best hip hop albums of 2024. Okay, this is from Hip Hop DX. So, as we approach the quarter century mark, hip hop is as progressive and inclusive as it's ever been. The past year has been filled with transformative moments that impacted the culture and left fans with a steady supply of new music to choose from. Veteran acts were very much present. Potential stars made good on promise shown with blockbuster debuts, and an even fresher influx of talent made waves. Yet, the most significant development that occurred overall is the women taking center stage and showcasing the depth and breadth of their artistry. While the top male artist year was defined by the drama, the ladies put the focus on their art, resulting in album release that were aplenty and dominated the charts streams and all in between, leveling the playing field like never before. With a new year on the horizon, Vibe looks back at the 25 best hip hop albums released from November 1st, 2023 to October 31st, November, no, excuse me, October 31st, 2024. All right, so number 25, Flo Millie's Fine Host Stay by Flo Millie. Oh man. With Fine Whole Stay, Flo Milli ended the trilogy introduced in Ho. Why is you here? And 2022's You Still Here, Ho? This year's installment expanded the Alabama rapper's brand of bad bitch bops and painted a colorful portrait of a 24-year-old black girl who understands her ever evolving desires and displeasures. On the album, the Alabama native is sharp and witty, firing off one-liners and self-assured boost, perfect for social media captions, repeating in the mirror, or enthusiastically chanting on a night out. Fine Ho Stay also uncovers a vulnerable side of Flo Millie, giving listeners a glimpse at the softer side of the mom to be. Standout tracks include the trendy Never Lose Me, Never featuring Monet Monet Leo, Got the Juice, and Understand. Um Number 24, One of One, Gunna. Last year, Gunna soberly reflected on his time in jail and falling out with so many YSL affiliates. This year, on One, he reminded the world that he was different. These records were more confident and braggadocious than what we heard on 2023's A Gift and a Curse. This time around, One of One's title track took off, along with On One Tonight and Back in the A. The Atlanta Star showed his ability to deliver more soulful, emotive records with the help of Normani on Dollars and Leon Bridges on Clear My Rain. The Rico trial may have stopped his momentum in 2022, but he came back for it all this year and earned a number 2 album on the Billboard 200 chart. So, here you go. Congratulations. City Cinderella served as JT's reintroduction to the masses as a solo hip hop artist with her own style outside of City Girls and Forever groupmate Young Miami's collaborative efforts. On the mixtape, the Miami bred musician experimented with various sounds and positioned herself as a promising act with a bright future in rap music, with features from DJ Khaled, Stunner Girl, Clip, and Jeezy. The project boosts everything from club-ready anthems to introspective personal rhymes. Throughout the 16 tracks, JT is confident and clear. In sound, the mixtape echoes modern hip hop techniques, Miami bass, Atlanta trap, and 90s R&B with JT's voice literally and figuratively at the center of it all. With a sometimes nonchalant delivery, she pushes back and slick jabs at any naysayer who dares deny her authority. Whether the hyperbolic brags or humble reflections, the mixtape makes room for JT's solo career to flourish. Whichever artistic direction she chooses to take, standout tracks include JT Coming, Intro, Hope, and a remix of OK featuring Jeezy. Worldwide Whack, number 22. Worldwide Whack, Worldwide Whack, Tierra Whack. Oh man, Tierra Whack has always thrived on her ec- eccentricity and fun personality, but on Worldwide Whack, she travels into more vulnerable space. Compared to her debut Whack World 2018, where her pain was camouflaged by quirky metaphors and zany visuals. Her latest album sheds her animated skin and offers an introspective dive into themes of depression and anxiety. The mostly J melodic produced album leaves room for Wax's voice to shine. On the bouncy track Chanel Pit. She plays with pitch and delivery, whereas on Numb, she's brutally honest and raw. Although the project feels a bit heavy, it still showcases the Philly natives' unmatched lyrical prowess and creativity. The closer, 27 Club, hears Whack confront her demons head on as she raps suicide and like the glass full, but I'm empty. Said, I'm broken. Can you fix me? Vulnerable, bold, and deeply personal. Worldwide Whack is an evolution in Wax artistry. Number 21, Take Care by Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug's husky voice, quick footed flow, and larger than life presence have made him the pride of Dallas rap scene and one of the hottest up and coming stars in the industry. For the first third of his latest album, Take Care, he laments the struggles of his success, growing apart from friends and family when he can't give them all the money and resources they are asking for. Lost the love, being accused of changing when he sees himself as the same person that he's always been. Change me, and having to spend time away from his children when he's on the road performing therapy session. But after a skit that finds him getting advice from Wallow 267 of the $1 million Worth of Game podcast, he renews his focus to the brilliant street tales that earned his audience. Story of X recounts drug dealing, failed scamming attempts, and paltry unemployment checks before his success in music. 2 a.m. weaves a tale reminiscent of Biggie's Warning and his producers, largely Charlie Cook's playfully flipped samples by Will Smith, Rick James, and the Law and Order theme song. The album's short songs and 31-minute runtime mean it's over before you know it, but you'll be sure to put it on repeat soon after. Number 20, American Dream by 21 Savage. American Dream, the third solo album by 21 Savage, is Atlanta Trap in dark mode, illuminating the shadows of street life with a superstar's radiance. Savage comes to terms with his international popularity and how that connects to his difficult upbringing on tracks like Dangerous and All of Me. The influence of Metro Boomin on its ethereal track shows. American Dream debuted at the top of the US Billboard 200 and set a record for the most streamed trap album in its debut week with 169.53 million on demand streams. Notably, 14 tracks entered the Billboard Hot 100 chart with Red Drum reaching number 5 and Nina at number 10. Number 19, Richmond Hill by Master Ace and Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Oh shit. In 2024, 50 something hip hop icons LL Cool J, Common, Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg all dropped new albums, providing that rap legends can still bring the noise even in middle age. But this year, in grown ass rap kicked off quite masterfully with the latest from underground New York elite Master Ace. The second collaboration between Ace and Canadian born producer Marco Polo continues the conceptual semi autobiographical tone they created for their 2018 team up. A a Brook a, a Brooklyn story. Polo provides bolsterous boom bap beats, while Ace comes with pulverizing introspective rhymes touching on everything from consumerism to hip hop authenticity to, of course, growing old and taking care of yourself. Young MCs, Contra, and seasonal vets expect the deck join in on the journey. Number 18, We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. Oh boy. There's a haunting allure soaked throughout Metro Boomin's production of We Don't Trust You, paired with Future's decision to go full villain. The album takes listeners on quite a ride with the slow track to the top of the roller coaster, akin to tracks like Ice Attack and the Travis Scott assisted Cinderella, and the embodied climax of Fried, She's a Vibe, and Like That with Kendrick Lamar. As music aficionados look back on this moment in music, We Don't Trust You is bound to age gracefully. The entire project shows the evolution of what Andre 3000 has called the most negative inspirational music ever, from Future and Metro Boomin owning the score to an unforgettable moment in hip hop history. Number 17, Sugar Honey Iced Tea by Lotto. Lotto secured her place in hip hop with her third album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, an ode to her Atlanta roots. From the introduction, Georgia Peach, Lotto sets the tone for the entire LP. As she goes on to exude confidence and versatility with salty tracks like Copper Cove and Ear Candy to the playful and gritty Grammy nominated hit Big Mama. Lotto pivots from being a sensual lady to a whole gangster on Blick Some, and even taps into her humble bag um with what is it, S and O to me. Oh, I guess shout out to me. SHIT, which debuted at number 1 on Billboard's top rap albums chart, made history for the 25-year-old as she's the first solo female rapper from the A to reach the milestone. The LP nods to ATL's Magic City, the iconic ATL character Nunu, and more. Features on the project also include ATL's finest from Sierra to fresh talent like Honcho and Young Nudie. Lyle balances sensuality, emotional depth, and raw skill, cementing her as a powerhouse, making her mark in rap now. Amber Corinne. Um, you can also see her in Rhythm and Flow, which is out on Netflix right now. Number 16, The Death of Slim Shady by Eminem. Eminem has Eminem often has a backbone to pick on his musical offerings, and that is no different on his 2024 release, The Death of Slim Shady, where he attacks cancel culture full on as the brash Slim Shady before offering the alter ego. The conflicted between the persona that made him a household name and the man he's matured into. M gives listeners a peek inside the mind of a recovering madman who is still haunted and even tempted by his abrasive past. There are a few beats and references that feel dated, and even the idea of trying to get oneself canceled may have arrived too late due to a current shift in culture away from the extreme leftist ideals of the late 2010s that bordered on censorship of anyone questioning the zeitgeist. That said, the motherfucker is still rapping like he has something to prove. Basic metaphors and similes are child's play for one of hip hop's greatest lyricists of all time. Excuse me. Hitting fans with so many flows, cadences, um, alliteration, callbacks, jokes, and wit. The pen is just so damn potent. Any fan of straight bars got their fill with this album. The body of work also provided what I deem the single best guest verse of the year. Jid's opener on album standout fuel. It appears M's fan base has grown with him as well, with the album debuting at number one and pushing 281,000 album equivalent units in its first week before hitting gold status within a month. Number 15, Doing It For Me, Larry June. After months of scathing disses and discourse overtook the hip hop world and came Mr. Breath of Fresh Air. Larry June with his peaceful and motivational album Doing It For Me. In this August 2024 release, the Bay Area native stuck to his regularly scheduled programming in the best way, encouraging his listeners to do a Sunday reset with Cleaning My Spot. Take a well-deserved trip out to the West with Meet Me in Napa, or set their intentions for the day with morning calculations. Between the meticulously selected soul samples and endless gems about keeping it player and never letting anyone fuck up your day, his 11th studio album provides the perfect escape on any day of the week. Spin this relaxing LP a good amount of times before you know it. You'll also be looking at the ocean from your imported couch. Okay. Okay. God's Network by um God's Network Rebirth by Rakim, the OG. Um Rakim has long left his fans in anticipation with nearly 15-year hiatus since his last solo project. With God's Network Rebirth, Rakim returns not only as a master of words but as the sole producer, marking a bold and dynamic entry into his next chapter. Opening with Be Ill featuring Corrupt and Master Killer, Rakim sets the tone with a poetic meditation on authenticity. His complex lyricism shines as he seamlessly weaves philosophical musings and reflects on the choices that define success and existence. Now is the time a collaboration with Compton Menace, Husk Kingpin, and BG explores morality and legacy with Rakim contemplating his place in hip hop. In quote, love is the message, offers social commentary, confronting the struggles of survival and in a fractured world. Meanwhile, Pendulum Swing is a lyrically intense track that brings together Rakim, King, Crooked, Cannabis, La, The Darkman, and Chino excel in a display of raw technical lyricism. The album also features standout collaborations like International with Cool G Rap and Ortiz and Sign of Seven with the late great Prodigy, Method Man, and X Rated. God's Network Rebirth is a triumphant return, showing that Rakim remains at the peak of his powers. Okay. Number 13, Slant Face Killer by Conway the Machine. What if your rap album was considered one of the best of 2024 simply because you, wait for it, made undeniably dope raps? Well, that's the case for Conway the Machine's Slant Face Killer. The impressive 14-track collection finds the grizzled veteran fully embracing his role as drum work music group's ruthless leader, firing with every weapon in his arsenal. Conway's grimy, bloodletting spares no MC in his path as he aims to stake his claim as one of the best on the microphone. And for the Buffalo, New York MC SA, excuse me, F, excuse me, SFK solidifies what he's been musically saying. Conway is a problem. Number 12, Play Cash Cobain by Cash Cobain. Cash Cobain has released multiple projects over his career, but none was more anticipated than Play Cash Cobain. He took over 2024 with singles and features, but this ambitious 19-song LP proved to new listeners that he's capable of putting together a full-length effort for them to enjoy. The highest highs in this project come when he steps into new arenas with the Soldier Boy sampling Dunk or Island influenced Love It. It opens on a strong note with Slizzy Honcho Don, featuring one of the best Quavo verses in a while and Don Tolliver's infectious croons. With sexy drilled leaning and heavy samples, it's pleasing to see what he does, flipping songs like Pop Smoke's For the Night or Layla's Layla's Not My Problem. The latter featured the biggest cast of artists all on one record that we have seen in a while, namely Big Sean, Six Lack or Black, however you pronounce it, Fabulous, and more. Play Cash Co- Play Cash Cobain works because the album cuts very significantly from the tone of its singles. It would be difficult to put the he makes the same song allegations on him after hearing this. This release worked in his favor as he charted on the Billboard 200 for the first time in his career. Number 11, Samurai by Lupe Fiasco, another OG legend. Lupe Fiasco puts on a lyrical clinic with his battle rap concept album Samurai, reunited with frequent collaborator and producer Soundtrack. The hip hop veteran reclaims his time to shine by wielding his pen and weaving his signature wordplay into 8 imaginative tracks inspired by the late um, Shantae Youth Amy Winehouse. His deep reverence for martial arts, jazz, and artistry enhances the narrative portrait. Beautifully packaged bars are everywhere as heard on the boom bap esque mumble rap. The commanding cake and the mediative palaces with an extensive discography that includes the classic albums Food and Liquor and The Cool. Samurai is a katana sharp reminder that he's been this talented all along. No weapon or writer's block form against this rap warrior shall ever prosper. That sounds familiar to what DMX said, but the opposite. Number 10, Might Delete This Later by J. Cole. Might Delete This Later's purpose in J. Cole's overall prolific catalog is clear, a stepping stone to the fall off. With that mission in mind, the North Carolina rapper delivered a solid mixtape that showed he's continuing to get his reps in as a true spitter. After all these years, the LP hit all his bases. It houses introspective tracks, upbeat type, upbeat hype offerings, impressive and diverse of features, and even a rare 2024 Cameron guest verse. Despite minimum marketing or warning, the project debuted at an impressive number 2 spot on the Billboard 200, marking Cole's eighth music on the chart. The project's glaring blemish is its former outro track, 7 Minute Drill, the Kendrick Lamar disc that was later removed after his infamous apology to the Compton rapper at Cole's 2024 Dreamville Fest. At the very least, his decision showed a man taking accountability for his actions and correcting them in real time, despite what he knew the hip hop community would say. Might Delete This Later will forever represent this moment in the scope of his career when it's all said and done. And due to his intensely loyal and understanding fan base, he'll be just fine. Number 9, hashtag Rich Axe Haitian by Mac Homie. Hmm. To those unfamiliar with Mac Homie, his mass persona and his unconventional retail approach may leave you with more questions than answers, but there's a reason that his fans are so willing to spend hundreds of dollars for a piece of his product. His latest album, hashtag Rich Axe Haitian, shows exactly what makes his music so powerful. The Newark, New Jersey bred MC goes bar for bar with the lines of Rock Marciano, Black Thought, and Zero 03 Greedo, spitting rhymes that merge revolutionary politics, street tales, and references to his Haitian ancestry. His non linear style often leaves it up to listeners to piece everything together, but when he's armed with ambidextrous flows and grainy beats by the likes of Conductor Williams, Chris Keys, and Elijah Hooks, um, along with a dance ready jam by K Trinata for the title track. The scenic drive is less important than the ETA. Number 8, Dark Times by Vince Staples. Dark Times follows Vince Staples' greatness on Ramona Park Broke My Heart, and the low key MC has yet to lose a step. Staples' sixth studio album submerges itself in the rapper's California roots. As a result, he crafts his most personal work to date, trading the hard and guarded exterior for hopeful hard truths. The growth is evident in the anthem Little Homies, where Staples proclaims life hard, but I go harder, and defiantly stands in the face of an unjust American judicial system. With willful delivery over crestfallen production, Vince Staples emerges molded by dark times, but is unwilling to be defeated by them. Number 7, Hearthstone Cycle by Don Tolliver. Don Tolliver's Hearthstone Cycle would be like his final evolution if he were a Pokemon. Yeah, all right. The Houston native has dabbled in alternative rap and trap sounds for a long time and infused more R&B and house music. Now he has reached full rock star status. Fortunately, he does not leave behind the sounds people have come to love for him. No, to love him for. Instead, he finds a way to blend it all across the 4 disc LP. That is why you get records like the Song of the Summer, Contender, Attitude, and Cash Cobain and Charlie Wilson. It's psychic and the romantically violent Glock, the synthy new drop, plus the chaotic bandit and kryptonite. Each time it seems like Don may have found a new peak or reached his artistic ceiling. He adds more tools to his arsenal to prove otherwise, all while maintaining his popular melodic croons throughout whatever production he endeavors to use in records. And it debuted at number 3 on Billboard 200 as his second highest position ever on the chart. Number 6, Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q masterfully spins his habits and contradictions into healing and clarity on his deeply introspective sixth studio album, Blue Lips. The 18-track record follows the South Central blues and making his a masterpiece. Best illustrated by standouts Thank God for Me, Blue Sides, and Cooties. Oh shit. Oh shit. Q gets top tier bars off and on expertly crafted beats while shaking off his demons and leaning heavily into vulnerability. His personal album rankings aside, Blue Lips may be Q's best body of work off sheer execution and personal evolution alone. I just didn't want I just didn't know where I would fit in this circus of just bullshit and algorithm. And so I made my bed and chose art. He shared on X in March. Growth has never sounded better. Number 5, The Auditorium Volume 1 by Common and Pete Rock. Common came from humble beginnings in Chicago, aka Chi-Town, but at this point in his life, he doesn't need hip hop to pay the bills. He's established a respectable career in Hollywood, appearing in films alongside Denzel Washington and Keanu Reeves. And he's become a reliable pitchman for companies like Microsoft. So at this point, Common is rapping because it's what he loves. As he says in Dreaming, this was a God dream. Hip hop was our religion. The Auditorium Volume 1. His joint album with producer Pete Rock is essentially a tribute to the culture they fell in love with decades ago, with both with its hip hop references and its spirit. The two previously teamed up for the Bitch in Yo, Common's powerful mid 90s Ice Cube diss track, but they've since become elders with a tone of wisdom, gratitude, and reflection. Pete samples soul legends like Curtis Mayfield and Marvin Gaye and rap greats like Main Source and Cypress Hill, making a batch of lush, wistful beats that make lyrical nods to Common's topics. Meanwhile, brings an assortment of sly punchlines while lending his thoughts on spirituality, paying homage to his hometown, and continuing to carry hip hop with pride. All due to the greats who did it with grace and charm. The game's in good hands, and this man's arms, he raps on this man. It's still true, even more than 30 years later. Number 4, Please Don't Cry by Rhapsody. For the past decade, Rhapsody has arguably been the best female MC with lyrical ability. So, would you be shocked if we said her fourth studio album, Please Don't Go, no, excuse me, Please Don't Cry, is easily one of the year's best? Neither would we. Rap returned with a mission to finally tell her story and scattered pieces of her identity across 22 songs. Actress Felicia Rashad acts as the work's narrator and therapist. Who are you in your rawest state? Rashad questions in the intro. She's expecting you, laying the foundation for the journey of self actualization ahead. Through interludes, rap peels back layers, revealing to her fans who they have been championing for so long. Diary of a Mad Bitch. Oh shit. Acts as a therapy session, a ballad for homegirls vulnerably, excuse me. Um, examines womanhood and its matriarchal power. D&D serves as a self-care anthem, and Loose Rocks finds Rhapsody detailing a loved one diagnosed with dementia. Additionally, lyrics detailing Rap's childhood personality, family dynamic, and even intimate relationships help further detail the rapper's fascinating lore. The initiative Please Don't Cry is the type of album Rhapsody has been working towards since her debut. The fact that she isn't done working or growing should be terrifying for her competition. Um, Alligator Bites number three. Alligator Bites Never Heal by Dolce. Dolce's Alligator Bites Never Heal marks the rapper's breakout moment that propelled her into the spotlight as one of hip hop's most dynamic and compelling voices. Dolce brings a blend of vulnerability, wit, and brass confidence to this ambitious debut. Her sharp gender bending alter ego, Ricardo, adds layers to her storytelling, allowing her to explore themes of identity, fame, and self worth. The album dives deep into existential questions, where Dolce contemplates the fragility of life with dark humor. Tracks like Death Row continue this theme as she reflects on the pressures of success. She mixes personal introspection with bold statements, addressing the challenges of being a black woman in the industry. Catfish and Wait exude lyrical depth and vulnerability, while Beverly Hills delivers a breakup anthem with fiery anger, mirroring themes from shows like Daria and Insecure, cynical yet relatable. The line, the new hip hop Madonna, I'm the I'm the trap Grace Jones on Nissan Altima. Oh shit. Underscores her fearless self confidence. With Alligator Bites Never Heal, Dolce blends raw honesty with sharp humor. It captures the angst of modern life with authenticity that's as refreshing as it is captivating. Her complex lyricism and genre bending sound make her one of the most exciting and thought-provoking new voices in hip hop today. Number two, Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. Let's see. Released in October, Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia disrupted the music industry and earned the California native one of his biggest career moments to date. After his mother reassures him on its opener, the album portrays the 33-year-old as a 33-year-old as a young man on top of the world, grappling with outside pressures, internal revelations, and the seemingly endless quest for purpose and power. With all songs written, produced, and arranged by the Grammy-winning rapper, Chromacopia gives insight into Tyler's outlook goes beyond the surface and dives into the experiences that shaped his perspective, examining examining ideas of identity, monogamy, aging, parenting, and paranoia. The California native's rap skills shine through bold declarations, slick wordplay, and keen storytelling. Um, Aside from its deeply personal messaging, Chromacopia full displays Tyler the Creator's commitment to rap music, not only as an artist, but also as a student exploring style and sampling sounds from other regions. He called on rising rap star Dolce on Balloon, which features a sample of Uncle Luke's I Wanna Rock. There is also a distinct homage to his hip hop predecessors, including Lil Wayne, Missy Elliott, and Pharrell Williams. It's an apparent and deep reverence that's appreciated in his creative flair. Chromacopia debuted at number one on Billboard's 200 chart after earning 299,500 equivalent album units in the first week, which only tracked 4 days of sales due to Tyler, the creator's intentional Monday release date. Standout tracks in his eighth studio album include Sticky featuring Sexy Red, Glorilla, and Lil Wayne, Thought I Was Dead, featuring Schoolboy Q and Santa Gold, Like Him featuring Lola Young, and Take Your Mask Off featuring Daniel Caesar and Latoya Williams. And last but not least, number one, Glorious by Glorilla. Glorilla's Glorious marks a pivotal moment in her career, propelling her from a rising talent to a bona fide superstar. The album kicks off with the intro encapsulating everything we love about Glorilla. Her unapologetic attitude, bold voice, and unique style. Tracks like Hold On feel like a rallying cry with Glow's delivery resembling a marching band's anthem of empowerment and procedure. She teams up with Lotto, offering a catchy and motivational anthem for women on top. TGIF and What You Know About Me explore her versatility, shifting from anthem ready hype to introspective vulnerability. Stop Playing stands out as a deeply personal track, while Don't Deserve with Money Long and How I Look and Megan Thee Stallion inject a dose of star power into an already impressive roster. I Love Her with T Pain provides a glimpse into Big Glow's personal life, whereas on Queen of Memphis, she asserts her dominance, exuding independence and self respect. Glorious is a powerful testament to Glorilla's rise from underdog to champion. Serving as a modern day baddie handbook, it's not just an album, it's a defining moment of the past year, cementing her place as one of hip hop's brightest stars and a voice for the people. So there you go, right there. There you go. So let's see what else we have to talk about here. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss out on anything. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's talk some movie talk. All right, some movie talk. Let's talk some movie talk, man. Starting, I want to start off with The Conjuring's final film in the franchise, actually. So we're gonna get into it right here with this. Movie Man Cave Popcorn. Let's get into it right here. Let's see. Come on. All right, let's get to it. Oh boy. All right, let's get to it. Um, sorry about that. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. Movie Man Cave Popcorn. You might be wondering why The Conjuring 4 is the final movie film in the franchise, right? All right, we're gonna get to it right here, man. So, let's see. So, according to Screen Rant, um, so The Conjuring 4 has found its director after a long wait, confirming it as the last mainline film in the franchise. Michael Chavez will be directing the upcoming horror sequel, and sources have confirmed that it will be the final installment in the Conjuring universe. Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are expected to return to for the movie, which is set to start filming in some this year. It started in the summertime actually this year. So all right. So after nearly 3 years of waiting, The Conjuring 4 has finally found its director and confirmed itself to be the last mainline movie in the franchise. Created by James Wan, who did Aquaman. The hit horror franchise has largely revolved around the various cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren, real life married paranormal investigators played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson in the mainline movies and spin offs. It was confirmed in late 2022 that a fourth Conjuring movie was in development with original screenwriter David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick returning, though no director had been set. The Hollywood Reporter has brought word that The Conjuring 4 has officially signed on Michael Chavez to direct the upcoming horror sequel. In addition to his signing, sources have confirmed that the movie, no longer subtitled Last Rites, will be the final mainline installment in New Line's The Conjuring universe, something that original director producer James Wan has been hinting at throughout its development. A filming s- s- when a filming start window uh, already started for late 2024. So let me see. Um, hold on. What is going on with this thing? Okay. All right. So every movie in the Conjuring universe so far. So The Conjuring 2013, Annabelle 2014, The Conjuring 2 2016, Wolves at the Door 2016, Annabelle Creation 2017, The Nun 2018, Annabelle Comes Home 2019, La The Curse of La Lo. Oh, damn. Come on, man. Yes, The Curse of La Llorona 2019, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It 2021, and The Nun 2 2023. So everything we know about the final Conjuring movie. So other than The Conjuring 4 being called the final installment of the main franchise, not much else concrete is known about the movie. Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as the Warrens are the only cast members confirmed to appear in the story so far. It's possible McKenna Grace could reprise her role as their daughter, um, but it's not clear if their daughter will even appear in the movie just yet. Details of the plot are also unknown so far. The story is sure to be inspired by one of the Warrens' real life cases, just as the other movies in the franchise have been so far. Like it's likely then no, it's likely there will be several new characters in the movie and potentially new haunted objects or places teased as potential spin-offs for the larger franchise. Each movie has, after all, tested the waters with more scary characters. The Conjuring 4 is currently scheduled to release in September of 2025. All right. Modest critical success of The Nun 2 has left the door open for the sub franchise to continue. With Wan having previously indicated it would be the final mainline installment, it may not come as a surprise to some that The Conjuring 4 has now been confirmed to be the end. Even aside from said comments, the sequel's original working title had been The Conjuring Last Rites, further cementing the thought it would be the last mainline movie. The mixed reception to The Devil Made Me Do It also led to concerns that the franchise had begun to wear out its welcome with critics and audiences. Hmm. Um. Um. Though it may be the end for the mainline franchise. The fourth movie doesn't seem like to be the end for the Conjuring universe as a whole. It was reported in early 2023 that Juan and producer Peter Safran had begun development on a Conjuring TV show for Max, with the story expected to take place after the events of the movies. Though there hasn't been a lot of forward moving on the show, the series is still in development for the streamer. Um, Given Farmiga and Wilson's busy schedules, it remains unclear if they be able to reprise their roles of Lorraine and Ed in a series regular capacity, though they could very well make brief appearances. This could be this could even lead to um, continuing um, continuing the story set up by Annabelle Comes Home, in which McKenna Grace's Judy Warren was shown to have similar medium abilities to that of Lorraine, making her the potential lead for the show. Even aside from the streaming title The Conjuring 4, the recent financial and modest critical success of The Nun 2 has left the door open for the sub franchise to continue. The latter seems even more pertinent given its mid credit scene served as a pseudo setup for the next movie, and further indicated a connection between Vera and Tessa, Farmiga's characters. Other spin-offs have been in development in the past, like the Cricket Man, that haven't come to fruition, and it's not clear just how many more are being worked on behind the scenes. Okay, all right. Next next in the movie news, Scream 7. I heard shouts to a fellow YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers, Chris from 3C Films. You folks out there can subscribe to his YouTube channel over there. As he breaks down movie news and this and the and the characters and 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 other things as well. So come on, why in the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, a new star joins Scream 7, the upcoming horror. Oh boy, what the hell? Come on. All right, so a new star has joined Scream 7. The upcoming horror movie is the latest installment in the 1990s slasher franchise, which returned to theaters in 2022 with the legacy sequel Scream, followed by New York City set sequel in 2023. Actually, Scream 5. Yeah. The upcoming Scream 7 is set to feature the return of franchise stalwart Nerve Campbell as longtime Ghostface survivor Sidney Prescott after she sat out the previous entry amid a pay dispute. The project will be directed by original screenwriter Kevin Williamson, working from a screenplay by Guy Busick, who co-wrote the previous two. The oh, man, the two, the two. Hold on, man. All right, get rid of this. Um, yeah, the two installments with James Vanderbilt. Per deadline, the Handmaid's Tale star McKenna Grace has joined the cast of Screen 7 in, in an as yet unknown role. She joins an incoming cast that already includes 1883's Isabel May as Sidney Prescott's daughter, alongside Ghostbusters Frozen Empire's Celeste O'Connor and Gen V's Asa German in undisclosed roles. What this means for Scream 7. So far, the new movie has assembled an entirely new cast around Nerve Campbell after introducing a quartet of young survivors known as the Core Four in the previous two installments in the Scream franchise. However, two of those stars are no longer involved, as Melissa Barrera, who plays Sam Carpenter, was controversially fired after sharing pro-Palestine social media posts, and Jenna Ortega, who plays Sam's sister Tara, departed the project shortly afterwards. Actually, Jenna Ortega was doing the TV series Wednesday. That's why she didn't come back. It wasn't because of the money. So anyway, um, the core four members are the twins Chad and Mindy Meeks Martin, played by Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown, neither of whom have been confirmed to return in Scream 7 at the time of writing. Um, so far, every new member of the cast has been about the same age as the actor playing Sydney's daughter, which seems to indicate that the core assemble of characters in the new movie will be teenagers, just like the assembles of the original 1996 Scream, 2011's Scream 4, and the 2022 legacy sequel Scream 5. If the new movie follows the same structure as those previous installments, it is likely that McKenna Grace's new character will either be revealed to be the Ghostface killer or perish at the hands of the newest knife wielding murderer to wear the mantle. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see. With this latest casting announcement, Screen 7 has added the major talents to its roster. Although, hold on. Although she is only 18 years old, McKenna Grace has starred in more than 5 dozen film and television titles, in addition to her Emmy-nominated role as um, Esther Keys in The Handmaid's Tale. She brings a wide array of experience in the horror genre after starring in projects such as The Haunting of Haunted Hill, Annabelle Comes Home, and Malignant. The satire of Scream will also benefit from her comedy chops, honed in projects including Ghostbusters Afterlife, also starring O'Connor, Young Sheldon, and Fuller House. All right, so next we we have let me see, because I touched on the Melissa Barrera thing episodes ago and shit like that though, man. I touched based on that episodes ago, so I'm not gonna get into it again though. Look. So the next movie we're talking about is Novocaine. Not to be confused with Frank Ocean's Novocaine song, okay? This one is a little different, folks. Jack Quaid is immune to pain in the trailer for Novocaine. Quaid is best known for playing um, Huey Campbell Jr. in Prime Video's hit series The Boys, which is currently filming its fifth and final season. The Before The Boys season 5 releases, audiences will see Quaid as the introverted and reserved Nathan Kane, who not only has a no, excuse me, a pain and sensitivity, but sees his life upended when his girlfriend Amber Mid Thunder is kidnapped during a bank robbery. Novocaine's cast also includes Jacob um, Batalon, who plays Ned Leeds in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, along with Smile 2's Ray Nicholson. Paramount Pictures has now released the official trailer for Novocaine, which shows Nathan not feeling pain and also being out of his depth. As he fights to rescue his girlfriend, he nonchalantly says it's fine. When when Bartolone's character accidentally throws a knife into his hand and embeds glass shards into his knuckles so he can be more like Wolverine. Nathan also tries his best to pretend that he is in pain when being tortured. You can check out the trailer on Paramount's YouTube channel. All right. What this means for Novocaine, it looks like nobody meets the boys. Novocaine looks like an action movie that takes cues from Bob Odenkirk's Nobody and the Boys. While Nathan is not a former assassin like Odenkirk's Nobody character, there is a similar feeling of a seemingly ordinary character becoming an action hero who does brutal things to save his loved ones. Nathan's temperament is similar to Huey and Novocaine's cartoonish use of violence and gore is also reminiscent of the boys, as is the frequency of Quaid's character being covered in blood. But Talon's character reminds Nathan that he is not invincible, as he can still die. So there will still be life or death stakes for Nathan despite his unique pain resistance. While there will be plenty of high octane action like the boys, Novocaine also looks as though it will not be taking itself too seriously. Nathan's inability to feel pain proves useful in his quest to save his girlfriend, but his condition is also played for laughs, as it leads to so as it leads to many absurd scenarios. Batolon's character reminds Nathan that he is not invincible as he can still die. So there will still be life or death stakes for Nathan despite his unique pain resistance. Our take on on the Novocaine trail. 2025 will be a great year for Jack Quaid movies. Novocaine has the potential to be one of 2025's best action movies. Comedy and drama will make for an story and be a suitable vehicle for Quaid to further showcase his talents. Novocaine makes 2025 an even more exciting year for Quaid's career, as prior to Novocaine's March 14th release, he will be playing a more sinister role in. Yeah, sorry about that. That's a loud car. Um, yes, he will be playing a more sinister role in the movie Companion, opposite Sophie Thatcher. The wait for the boys season 5 will be more manageable with Quaid's two movies releasing in 2025. So there you go, man. So it comes out March 14th, 2025. All right. We don't know the release date for Screen 7, so that's to be determined. All right, so we have we have a new Tom and Jerry in development. Interesting. 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 Tom and Jerry are returning in a big way as a new theatrical feature film is in development. Created by Hanna-Barbera in 1941, the slapstick duo has starred in over 166 animated shorts and several edition spin-offs. The two theatrical Tom and Jerry movies have been developed, including an animated feature in 1992 titled Tom and Jerry the Movie and a live action animation hybrid released in 2021. As reported by Deadline, Warner Brothers Animation has begun development on a new Tom and Jerry movie. Though no director has been announced, it has been confirmed that Rashida Jones will write alongside Will McCormick and Michael Govier. Jones and McCormick previously contributed to the story to Toy Story 4 and share a production banner, Leg Train Train. Um, Additionally, McCormick and Govier both directed and wrote the emotional If Anything Happens, I Love You, which was the recipient Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 2021. All right, so come on. Okay, come on, man. What Tom and Jerry's writing team can mean for their big screen return. While 2021's Tom and Jerry may not have been the box office success that it aspired to be, that does not mean that audiences will not be eager to see another team of filmmakers try their hand at developing a big screen adventure for the pair, as seen by the widespread support that the canceled Coyote versus Acme received in its battle with Warner Brothers management over its fate. It is clear that viewers are willing to give classic animated icons a chance to stand out in their own feature. All right, so Tom and Jerry was released at a time when theaters were just reopening after the COVID-19 slamdemic, and Warner Brothers released it day and date on HBO Max. Furthermore, with Jones, McCormick, and Govier, there is the potential for the upcoming feature to dive deeper than what the pair's typical slapstick can offer. The trio's credits span a variety of genres from comedy to thriller. Hold on. Okay. And Jones and McCormick's work with Pixar on Toy Story 4 demonstrates they have experience with compelling, emotional animated features. This presents an enticing picture of what depth they can add to the cat and mouse duo. Our thoughts on Tom and Jerry's new adventure. Tom and Jerry are two enduring pop culture icons. Reruns ensured their shorts would be constantly introduced to new audiences over the years, while the advent of online culture and memes has seen select moments take on a new meaning and usage, such as the animated pair has a cross-generational appeal that few other characters hold. With this level of recognition, a Tom and Jerry movie developed by the right hands could find its audience easily. However, with neither a director nor a tentative release date, it may be some time until audiences get to see this potentially thrilling project. All right. Um, all right, so let's see. We'll see what happens, man. If okay, all right, so let's see. All right. All right. what do you say we go into I'm about to do the TV shows and stuff. So let's go to the 2025 TV premiere dates. I'll save the Marvel for the last episode. So we're gonna get into some TV show checkouts. All right, some TV show checkouts. We're gonna get into it right here. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Um, hold on. All right. Bear with me here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to get through this episode as fast as I can. I may have to record 375 tomorrow. So yeah. So yes, so here it is. All right. We're gonna get into some upcoming upcoming TV premieres and stuff. So let's get into it. So according to Deadline, the roster covers hundreds of broadcast cable and streaming programs debuting throughout 2025, including many still listed as TBA. It includes series premieres and season debuts, shows returning from hiatus, and some one-offs such as live sports and award shows, but not movies or specials. And note that all the premiere dates are listed at the bottom. As always, we update this post daily as more dates are revealed, so check back often for the latest. All right, so as I previously talked about, okay, so January 1st, 2025, Rose Parade, ABC, NBC, Great American Family, live specials, Rose Bowl, um, 2025 Rose Bowl, ESPN Live Sports Special, 2025 Peach Bowl, ESPN Live Sports Special, 2025 Sugar Bowl, ESPN Live Sports. Um, Missing You, Netflix new drama limited series. Isadora Moon by Max, new children's animated series. Swamp People, History Channel, season 16. Swamp People, Serpent Invasion History, season 5. My 600 LP Life, TLC, season 13. Homicide Squad, New Orleans A&E new docuseries. Liberation D Day to Berlin, Smithsonian Channel new docuseries. Amiku, MD Doctor Detective, Crunchyroll news anime series. Um, January 2nd, Extreme Makeover, Home Edition on ABC, new docuseries revival, Only Murderers in the Building, ABC season 2, broadcast premiere, Hell's Kitchen, Fox season 23 premiere, Animal Control season 3 on Fox, Going Dutch, Fox new comedy series, Lockerbie, A Search for Truth, Peacock, new drama limited series, um, Stranded with My Mother-in-Law, season 2 on Netflix, Southern Hospitality, season 3 for Bravo, Fu- Fugitive Hunters, Mexico, new docuseries, Annie, Vera, season 14, BritBox. Um, January 3rd, Happy's Place, season 1, NBC, Lopez versus Lopez, season 3, and on NBC, Dateline, season 33 on NBC. Banditos, season 2 on Netflix. Selling the City, new unscripted series on Netflix. RuPaul's Drag Race, season 17 on MTV. The Way Home on season 3 on the Hallmark Channel. Samantha Brown's Places to Love, season 8 PBS. I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class, new anime series, Crunchyroll, Crunchyroll. Yeah. January 4th, the day of my birthday, they call it Late Night with Jason Kelsey, ESPN new talk show series on ESPN. When the Stars Gossip, new drama series on Netflix. Um, Okitsura fell in love with an Okin Okinawan girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying. New anime series on Crunchyroll. January 5th, Golden Globes Awards, CBS Live Awards Special, ACC Women's Basketball Series Season 2 on the CW. America's Funniest Home Videos, Season 35 on ABC. When Calls the Heart, Season 12 on the Hallmark Channel. Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches, Season 2 on AMC Plus. Worst Cooks in America, Season 28 on the Food Network. Vienna Blood, Season 4 on PBS. Nenshu, new anime series on Crunchyroll. Brilliant Minds, January 6th, Season 1 on NBC. WWE Monday Night Raw, new season and network on Netflix. My Happy Marriage, Season 2 on Netflix. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. Natalia Speaks on an Investigation Discovery. Season 1 on an Investigation Discovery. The 6,000 the 6,000 pounds Diaries with Dr. Now, new docuseries on Lifetime. Medaka Kurowa is impervious to my charms. New anime series, Crunchyroll. January 7th, Will Trent, Season 2 on ABC. High Potential, Season 1 on ABC. Season 7 of The Rookie on ABC. Kitchen Nightmares, Road to the Super Bowl 59, Season 2 on Fox. Doc, new drama series on Fox. Deal or No Deal Island, Season 2 on NBC. The Irrational, Season 2 on NBC. Deal or No Deal Island, After Show with Boston Rob, new after show series on Peacock. Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action, new documentary limited series. The Breakthrough, new drama series. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season MTV season 13 on MTV. Seven Little Johnsons, season 15 TLC. Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr., season 11 on PBS. The Oval, season 6 on BET. Help, I'm in a secret relationship, season 3 on MTV. Lucy Worsley, investigates, season 2 on PBS. Wildcard Kitchen. Food Network season 2, Fixer to Fabulous season 6, HGTV. Betting on Paradise, new docuseries on HGTV. Unnamed Memory, season 2 on Crunchyroll. Okay. January 8th, Shifting Gears, new comedy series on ABC. Abbott Elementary, season 3 on ABC. Celebrity Jeopardy, season 3 on ABC. What Would You Do, season 17 on ABC. The Price is Right at Night, season 6 on CBS. Raid the Cage, season 2 on CBS. Special Forces World's Toughest Test, season 3 on Fox. Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. They are both coming back on January 8th for seasons 10, 13, and 12. I Am a Killer, season 6 on Netflix. Ozark Law, new docuseries on A&E. Honey Lemon Soda, new anime series, Crunchyroll. Hollywood Squares, new game show series revival on NBC. The Pit, new drama series on Max. The Traders, season 3 on Peacock. On Call, new drama series on Prime Video. American Primeval, new drama limited series on Netflix. Asura, new drama series on Netflix. Impractical Jokers, season 10 on True TV. 2025 Orange Bowl live sports special on ESPN. Dr. Science Future, season 4 on Crunchyroll. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, new anime series, Crunchyroll. January 10th, Goosebumps: The Vanishing, season 2 on Disney Plus and Hulu. LOL: Last One Laughing, Quebec, season 3, Prime Video. 2025 Cotton Bowl live sports special on ESPN. The Apothecary Diaries, season 2, Crunchyroll. I may be a guide receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. New anime series, Crunchyroll. Sakamoto Days, new anime series, Netflix. Totally Bound Hanako Kan, season 2 on Crunchyroll. January 12th, Critics' Choice Awards, live awards special on E. Rogue Heroes, season 2, MGM Plus. Miss Scarlet, season 5, on PBS. All Creatures, Great and Small, season 5 on PBS. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, season 2 on Crunchyroll. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. New anime series on Crunchyroll. January 13th, Bailing Out Loud, new unscripted series on TLC. Death by Fame, season 3 on an investigation Discovery. Curious Case of, new docuseries on an investigation Discovery. January 14th, St. Denis Medical, season 1 on NBC. Night Court, season 3 on NBC. Deal or No Deal Island, time slot premiere on NBC. January 15th, A Real Bug's Life, season 2 on Disney Plus. Public Disorder, new drama series on Netflix. Scam Goddess, new unscripted series on Freeform. January 16th, Law and Order, season 24 on NBC. Law and Order SVU, season 26 on NBC. SNL 50 Beyond Saturday Night, new docuseries on Peacock. Exo Kitty, season 2 on Netflix. Castlevania Nocturnal, season 2 on Netflix. Harley Quinn, season 5 Max. And Me Corno Starfall, new children's animated series on Max. And Molly May Behind It All, new docuseries on Prime Video. All right, I'm gonna stop right there, man. These are just reminders, actually, so I'm gonna just stop right there. All right. All right, I'm about to wrap up here. I know. It's been taking me so long. I do apologize with the browser of Chrome, Google Chrome, that's been pausing the live stream and stuff. So, I want to actually go to. I want to go to. Let me see if I can find it. All right, stream choices on the go. Let's do this. I'm tired. I gotta wrap this up, man. I gotta wrap this up. Oh boy. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Facebook, alongside with Threads, and alongside with my other podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, which is my sports show. My entertainment review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, as well as myself, G Money Stacks 555. The usernames on Threads is the same as it is on Instagram, and you can also follow me on the gram and threads, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. All right. Okay, when you go to the link in bio, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms that you can listen to the episodes. Whether you can listen to the episodes on the go, whether you are going to class in college, whether you are going to work, whether you are going to other destinations or coming from destinations. Um, yeah, coming from destinations. It would be appreciative if you get a chance to listen to the episodes and stuff and tell me how you feel about the topics in today's episode by commenting in the comment section on the YouTube channel page. Um, and if you go to the link in bio, you're going to see streaming platforms, including Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for Creators, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music and podcast shows, where you can listen to music and radio stations and podcast show episodes for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio. All you need to do is follow the podcast, subscribing on iHeartRadio and other streaming platforms that I just mentioned, and also do the same on YouTube. Be sure to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555 for more live video episode podcasts, live stream recordings, and of course, be sure to share the videos. Be sure to also tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. You can add the podcast to your playlist, and you can also leave a like and a comment along with the episode topics in today's episode. Tell me how you feel about it, and of course, how do you feel about the Amazon strike, which is affecting people who's ordering from Amazon and other places. And also, you can listen, stream, and watch. Of course, new episodes is going to be on every streaming platform. Like I just mentioned, and you can share my podcast link, which is Linktree / G Money Stats 555 with all the streaming platforms available, and you can actually share with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, the people you are cool with from work, and you can listen, stream, and watch new episodes on every streaming platform wherever you get and listen to podcasts. All right. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you so much for listening to the 374th episode. I do apologize for the Chrome browser freezing up. I had to restart the laptop. So that's just a reminder of what was going on. So remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. And find your niche. Find something that makes you smile, that you enjoy by being on your P's and Q's creatively, mentally, emotionally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. And of course, before I forget, there's no manual when it comes to following your path, your heart, your journey. Also, also, it's not about whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. And don't worry about the SEOs, the fucking ad sponsors, and don't worry about being a people pleaser too. If you are planning on starting a podcast, you want to ask yourself a question. Are you doing this for the money and moment, or are you doing this for the consistency basis and the fun that you enjoy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like I said, man, I am going to be out of here. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be able to record 375 today. I may have to record that tomorrow on Christmas Day. I'm sorry about that, but um I got other episodes that I need to record tomorrow too. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get them out the way so I can actually, you know, try to drop them off tomorrow, depending on how long the episode is. You know what I'm saying? So, so, um, okay. So I'll be back one more time before we wrap up the year of 2024. So you know what I'm saying? Um, so I hope y'all enjoy yourselves. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and of course, a Happy New Year. All that great stuff right there, man. And yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace and one love. Merry Christmas and good night, everybody. Stay safe. Merry Christmas. Good night.